Hello everyone, it's Spurs Radio 96 here, and welcome to the 13th episode of the FIFA 19 Valencia Career Mode. We begin today's episode with a huge match in La Liga Santander, where we will be away at one of our main title rivals, Barcelona, at the Nou Camp. If you haven't checked out the last episode, I advise you do so. It was a brilliant episode, in fact, where we knocked Atletico Madrid out and progressed to the semi-finals of the Spanish Cup, and also beat our main rivals, Villarreal, at the Mestalla. We're still just about the top scoring side in La Liga with 39 goals. Atletico Madrid, who in second, also have that same goal tally. And can Valencia extend the lead over our main rival Barcelona, who is in second place at the moment? The gap is 6 points. And the last time Valencia won away at the Mestalla was back in 2016. The last time Valencia did a league double over Barcelona, they've never done it in the same season, but they did do it in 1 year, so to speak. They did it in 1999, where they won 4-2 away at Barcelona in the 98-99 season, and then won 3-1 against Barcelona in November of 1999 in the 1999-2000 season. So if they do win against Barcelona at the Nou Camp, I think it'll be the first time ever that Valencia have done a league double over Barcelona. And this is the man that lines up for Valencia today, scoring goals. And of course, the last time we played Barcelona in the career mode, we beat them 3-1. So let's go on to the first half highlights here on the 4th minute. Valencia on to a promising start, dispossessing Barcelona through Kondogbia. Rodrigo's got the ball, finding a teammate in space, and there's Pereiro, the captain. Now passes it back to Sola, and here goes Rodrigo's on the attack, and Alcazar's in space here, and Alcazar scores for Valencia in this huge match. And just over 7 minutes played, Valencia have made the Nou Camp into a church. Valencia lead at the Nou Camp by 1-0, and the Barcelona fans can't believe it. We just tore their defence apart. The defence simply wasn't watching, marking Rodrigo, and it was a great pass from Sola. And then once Rodrigo got the ball, he simply saw Alcazar in space as the defence was almost magnetised to Rodrigo, and Paco Alcazar tucked it calmly into the net, and that's a huge advantage for Valencia now. A goal up in the opening minutes at the Nou Camp. Alcazar, 9 on his back, number 9, and he scored 9 goals in La Liga. And it's Barcelona 0, Valencia 1. On the 30th minute, Valencia have been gradually getting control of this match, but Rodrigo has a chance here, and it's in, and Rodrigo has scored, and Barcelona are 2-0 down against Valencia at the Nou Camp, and I'm sure the crowd in the Nou Camp can't believe it, and I'm sure the away fans can't either. Alcazar just left it on the plate to Rodrigo, and the defence just let Rodrigo just come quietly close to the box, and Rodrigo let fly. What a beautiful strike on his left foot. And those two strikers of Paco Alcazar and Rodrigo have really been flying this season. Rodrigo's 6th goal in La Liga, and Valencia have now extended their lead. On to the 45th minute, Valencia, beautiful passing in the added time, but Barcelona can't cope with Valencia's fantastic build-up play. Alcazar, Rodrigo's got a chance here for number 2, but he passes it to Guedes, it's off the bar, and ter Stegen puts it over. How is that not 3-0? Gonzalo Guedes can't believe it. And the fans are booing because Valencia literally tearing Barcelona apart in this first half. Somehow that didn't go over the line. Somehow ter Stegen didn't put it into his own net. Incredible. But there goes the half-time whistle. Barcelona were nowhere near at their best. Valencia certainly was. 2 goals from our 2 main strikers, Paco Alcazar and Rodrigo, have put Barcelona's title hopes in tatters. And at half-time at the Nou Camp, or Barcelona's generic stadium, since the Nou Camp isn't in FIFA, it's Barcelona 0, Valencia 2. On to the second half highlights. Barcelona have to go on the attack, and they're certainly doing that. Have a lot of possession in the second half. Coming up to the 60th minute, and David Alaba passing towards Suarez. Barcelona are back on track. Luis Suarez scores against Valencia, and Barca, and this game is far from over, and more like a sense of relief for the Barcelona fans. They've hardly penetrated our defence, but what a beautiful cross from Jordi Alba and a brilliant header from Luis Suarez. Neto couldn't keep it out. Consola tried to do something to put Luis Suarez off the ball which was approaching him, but it didn't work out. And Barcelona are on the score sheet at their hometown in their home stadium, and this can make a huge difference to this match and possibly the title race. And now it is Barcelona 1, Valencia 2. On to the 69th minute. Barcelona are throwing everything at us there, going at us like the clappers. Denis Suarez has a chance and it's deflected, and that's a brilliant save from Neto. Wonderful save, that is from Neto. I think Denis Suarez's strike took a deflection through one of our defence, but Neto was luckily there to put it to the side. Barcelona coming again. Suarez, Denis Suarez, and here goes Messi. Well, Neto puts it over, and the Barcelona fans are encouraging the players. They sense an opportunity here. It ricocheted through the players, and Messi had a strike there, and Neto put it over, and there goes the full-time whistle. Valencia have beaten Barcelona at the Nou Camp by 2-1 for the first time, I think, ever. They have done a back-to-back league wins. Well, they've done the double over Barcelona in a season, and that is a massive, massive blow to Barcelona's hopes of the title race. I'm sure they may lose a position to Atletico Madrid, and of course with Real Madrid they are closing the gap as well. But Valencia surely extending the lead at the top, and it is now Barcelona 1, Valencia 2. And just to make things a little bit better, Mina, our third choice, our second, our main striker in the reserve team, has got January's Player of the Month. Well done to him. On to the second game of the episode, and we will begin the first leg of the Spanish Cup semi-final, and we will be away at the Bernabeu playing Real Madrid. This is going to be a really, really hard challenge, and we're once again playing in difficult conditions, which didn't really help neither team, but it certainly helped. It was more of an advantage to Valencia when we played Atletico Madrid in snowy conditions at the Wanda Metropolitano, where we had Guedes put in a fantastic performance, really providing a beautiful assist for Alcacer or Rodrigo, and then Guedes scoring one of the goals of the season with a beautiful strike in the first half of that game. The players to watch will be Mario Icardi, who's been transferred from Inter Milan to Real Madrid, and Rodrigo, who of course scored the second goal against Barcelona. The crowd expecting Real Madrid. I don't think they have won the Spanish Cup for a bit of a while, but no doubt Real Madrid, who are struggling in the Liga, they're trying their best to catch up in the second half of the season to at least get themselves back into the title picture. It's not mathematically over for them yet, but if they are eliminated from the title race mathematically, and I'm sure the Champions League and of course the Spanish Cup will be their main priorities. For Real Madrid, strong starting lineup: Navas, Varane, Ramos, Marcelo, Modric, Casemiro, Kroos, Gareth Bale, Mario Icardi, Marco Asensio. Thibaut Courtois on the bench, so is Mario Balotelli. So a very, very strong lineup there for Real Madrid. They're clearly taking this cup tie very, very seriously. Of course, whoever wins the semi-final is into the final. For Valencia, I took a gamble and put the first team on. I was thinking of maybe putting on the reserve team, but I thought with upcoming with upcoming games, I thought maybe I should put the reserve team on, but it's Real Madrid. We've got to put the best team on. On to the 37th minute. Neither team has had a major foothold in the game because of the difficult conditions, but Guedes is on the attack. Passes it to Rodrigo, and that's a beautiful pass. It goes through to Alcacer, and it's through Navas. Navas with a save. I think that was Chris Sola with the strike. Indeed it was. The pass was meant to go to Alcacer, but the ball went past him as he tried to time his strike, and it went to Sola, and Sola got the strike, and Navas saved it. And there goes the half-time whistle. Really not much to choose between Real Madrid and Valencia in his first leg tie at the Bernabeu. Very difficult to choose between them. Very tense, tight game. Very rare opportunities were created by Real Madrid and Valencia. But I'll take it. I'll take it so far. At half-time in the Bernabeu on a snowy evening, it's Real Madrid 0, Valencia 0. And on to the second half highlights, the 51st minute. Valencia are on the attack. They've had a brighter start. Pereiro, and he's crossed it in towards Rodrigo, and it's gone in off the underside of the post over crossbar, and Rodrigo has put it in. the man to watch. At the start of the game, at the intro, said that Rodrigo was the man to watch, and it's been proven here. What a beautiful chip towards from the captain Peredo, and Krulun and Navas couldn't get the save. Brilliant header from Rodrigo. Thought it was going over, but he managed to hit the underside of the crossbar and go into the net. And for the second time in the Spanish Cup, Valencia lead at one of the Madrid grounds. It was the Wanda Metropolitano. It's now the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 1, Valencia 0. Now Real Madrid have woken up and they're getting a bit anxious and they need to get onto the score sheet. Asensio has a chance here. Good save from Nito on the 68th minute. Nito hoping to get his second clean sheet in the Spanish Cup at Madrid. And there goes the full-time whistle. And he will get the clean sheet. Valencia win at the Bernabeu for the second time this season. They did it in La Liga where the score was 1-0 with Alcacer scoring that goal. This time we've done it again at the Bernabeu in the Spanish Cup, with Rodrigo scoring the only goal of the game. A very tight game. The second half, Real Madrid put the tempo up. They tried to go through really, but we stood firm. Our defence was solid and firm at the back in a snowy evening at the Bernabeu. And full time in the first leg of the semi-final, it is Real Madrid 0, Valencia 1. And on to the third and final game of the episode, and we will return to La Liga Santander action at the Mestalla. This time we'll be hosting Real Sociedad, who are doing a decent job in the league. They are, they're currently mid-table, but they are climbing, doing their very best to get into the top half of the table, and the fans here expect Valencia to extend their lead at the top of La Liga. Valencia still the best defensive team in the league, conceding just 15 goals, 2 less than second place Real Madrid. And as you can see, I did decide to put the first team to rest, as their stamina levels were extremely low. You can imagine after playing Barcelona and Real Madrid in a short space of time. And the reserve team, who have been doing really well actually in this league, particularly at home, they've had some fantastic results. Of course, the last time they played at home, we won a cracking game in the derby against Villarreal, and that scoreline was 3-2. And maybe, hopefully, as long as we win, that's all I want this reserve team to do in this match, to extend our advantage at the top of the table as much as possible. But Real Sociedad are a tough side. They have some good players in their squad, and no doubt will be a very tough test. Let's look at Real Sociedad's lineup. They're playing in the classic 4-4-2. Rulli is in goal. Hernandez, Llorente, Hector Moreno is at the back, the captain for their side. Jonjo Shelvey, originally of Newcastle, is in the midfield, with Lewis Cook for number 7. And up top is Salah and William Jose. So a very strong team indeed for Real Sociedad. And they've come to upset the apple cart here at the Mestalla. On to the second minute. Valencia off to a brilliant start. That was an ambitious effort from Rakic, and it was saved from the keeper. And Salah will try to clear our lines here, and it's gone in. Off William Jose on the 21st minute. And we have a shock on the cards here. Valencia have conceded again at the Mestalla, and Real Sociedad are in front. A mix-up at the back by the Valencia defence, and Real Sociedad pounced and took advantage, and William Jose takes that initiative. As you see, I think it was Bassini who tried to clear the ball, but sadly it came to William Jose. What a beautiful strike that was. Honor almost got a touch to it, but I don't think he could have done much even if he had contact with the ball. Not good. Let's put a downer on things. William Jose, 9th goal of the season for Real Sociedad, and Real Sociedad are in front of the Mestalla. On to the 30th minute, Valencia finally woken up with a bit of urgency at long last, and we're getting on into their half now. Rakic, that's a beautiful crossing towards Cheryshev. Denis Cheryshev has scored for Valencia. Valencia level at the Mestalla, and I think that might be Daniel Was who provided that cross. Indeed it was. Beautiful cross. What a cross that is. And a brilliant header from Denis Cheryshev. Surprised the keeper didn't cover his near post. Well, I suppose he tried to, but there was a bit of a gap there, and Rulli couldn't get a save onto it. And Real Sociedad's defence is breached. And Valencia are level with Denis Cheryshev. Only his second goal in La Liga, but a crucial goal in this match. It's Valencia 1, Real Sociedad 1. 36th minute. Real Sociedad on the attack for William Jose. That's a good save from Onana. And on to the 40th minute. Valencia on the attack with Ferran. There is some support, gradually getting into the box now, and he's passing towards Mina, and on towards Daniel Was. Daniel Was is proven to be the hero for Valencia. He provided a magnificent assist for Cheryshev. He's now scored the second goal, and Valencia have come from 1-0 down to lead at the Mestalla. And Daniel Was, he's been scoring quite a few goals at the Mestalla since every time he plays in front of the Valencia home fans. Some good goals as well. I'm very, very pleased with that. Crucial strike, Daniel Was, 4th goal of the season in La Liga, and it's Valencia 2, Real Sociedad 1. 45th minute, Valencia dispossessed, and Real Sociedad are struggling to come up against us now, and Batshuayi in the chance, and really, I think, made a touch of the ball that hit the crossbar. Michy Batshuayi, who in real life has been sent back to Chelsea on loan for Valencia. Well, a good thing I ain't doing that, because Batshuayi is picking up form of recent times. And there goes the half-time whistle. The fans will be relieved that Valencia managed to come from 1-0 down to lead Real Sociedad at half-time. A defensive mistake put Real Sociedad ahead with a strike from William Jose. But Daniel Was was the hero. A brilliant cross to Denis Cheryshev, and he headed in, put Valencia level, and then a strike from Daniel Was means it's Valencia 2, Real Sociedad 1 at half-time. And let's take a look at the half-time results. There was only one, and RSD Espanyol are holding Deportivo La Coruña to a 0-0 draw. On to the 60th minute. Real Sociedad have a corner. They have a chance here. Correnchal. Jonjo Shelvey passes it in towards Moreno, and it's in! Hector Moreno scores! Another defensive mistake from Valencia. They didn't mark Hector Moreno, and Real Sociedad's captain has put Real Sociedad level in the match, and that is another blow to Valencia. Great cross from Jonjo Shelvey, and that was a brilliant header from Hector Moreno. Look at the space he's in. It was too late for Leto to get involved then. By the time he tried to get in, the ball was going into the net, and that is a disaster for Valencia now. Not good to our title chances. Well, we'll still be in front, but we want to increase our gap, not reduce it. And it's Valencia 2, Real Sociedad 2 at that stage, but Valencia getting forward here in the 78th minute, and there's a chance here for Cheryshev. Denis Cheryshev puts Valencia back in front. It's 3-2 for the second home match in succession. Valencia tore the defence apart with a pass from, I think it was Mina, in towards Denis Cheryshev. Denis Cheryshev has been a crucial player in this match, scoring 2 goals, a header and a goal off his left foot, and Valencia are somehow back in front. Denis Cheryshev's 3rd goal in La Liga. It's now Valencia 3, Real Sociedad 2. Well, surely we'll hang on for the 3 points. And there goes the full-time whistle. Valencia do hang on for 3 much-needed points, and that will surely extend our gap to the top of La Liga. And the title race is still firmly in Valencia's control. 2 goals from Denis Cheryshev, and him and Daniel Was played a crucial role. Daniel Was provided a brilliant cross to Denis Cheryshev, who headed in the first goal for Valencia. And Daniel Was scored the second goal that put Valencia in front briefly. Real Sociedad fought back with a goal from their captain Hector Moreno, but Denis Cheryshev struck late, and it finished Valencia 3, Real Sociedad 2, and the full time between RSD Espanyol and Deportivo La Coruña finished 0-0. Let's take a look at the La Liga Santander table then. Valencia still are top. It doesn't surprise me really. They are still top with 55 points now. They have 70 wins, 4 draws, 2 defeats, 44 goals scored. They still have the best offensive record in the league and have conceded to 17 goals equaling the best defensive record in the league with 4th placed Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid are second now with 48 points. They have 14 wins, 6 draws, 3 defeats, 42 goals scored, 22 behind our goal-scoring record, and have conceded 20 goals. Barcelona are third now, 44 points, 4 points behind Atletico Madrid. They have 12 wins, 8 draws, 3 defeats, 38 goals scored, and 20 goals conceded, same as Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid are fourth with 41 points, just 3 points behind Barcelona, their El Clasico rivals. They have 12 wins, 2 draws, 13 wins, 2 draws, 7 defeats, 32 goals scored, just 2 more than Real Betis, quite poor, and conceding 17 goals. Real Betis are 5th with 36 points, 10 wins, 6 draws, 7 defeats. Getafe is 6th, just 1 point behind them with 35 points, and a point behind Getafe is 7th place Las Palmas, who have 34 points. Not bad at all from the club in 7th position. Espanyol is 8th, also with 34 points, a point behind Las Palmas. And a point behind Espanyol is Athletic Bilbao, who have 33 points, scoring and conceding 28 goals. Girona is 10th with 32 points, 8 wins, 8 draws, 7 defeats, scoring 27 goals, conceding 23. Sevilla are 11th with 32 points, but have a game in hand over Bilbao and Girona. They have 10 wins, 2 draws, 10 defeats, 26 goals scored, 31 conceded. Deportivo La Coruña are now 12th with 27 points. They're doing a decent job, aren't they? Scoring 26 goals and conceding 27. Eibar is 13th with 25 points. Villarreal is 14th, also on 25 points. And Real Sociedad is 15th, also on 25 points. Deportivo Alaves is 16th with 24 points. They're just about slowly getting away from the drop zone. And we'll come down to the bottom 4 teams of La Liga. And in 17th place we have Leganes with 23 points, 6 wins, 5 draws, 11 defeats, 21 goals scored, 34 conceded, and 2 points above the drop zone, but have a game in hand over 18th place Celta Vigo, who have 21 points and 37 goals conceded. 19th is Levante with 14 points, 3 wins, 5 draws, 15 defeats, 17 goals scored, and 39 goals conceded, I think, can't quite remember. 20th and last is Malaga, still last, with 10 points, 2 wins, 4 draws, 17 defeats, 15 goals scored, and 42 conceded. So they have the worst defence and offensive record in La Liga. And if you can see there on the right, the Madrid derby, which was on the 9th of February, ended with Real Madrid losing away to Atletico Madrid. Let's take a look at the preview of episode 14 of the La Liga of the Valencia career mode, and we have what a game to start with. We will begin this episode with the second leg of the round 16 of the UEFA Champions League, where we'll be going to Anfield to play Liverpool. Wow, what a match that will be. Then we will return to La Liga action, and we will be playing Espanyol, who are doing well. They're in the top 10, so that's going to be a tough test at the Mestalla. And then to conclude the episode, we will be hosting Real Madrid in the second leg of the Spanish Cup semi-final. So yeah, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series as much as I am. And we'll see you next time in episode 14 of the Valencia career mode. Take care.